Yeah, by 6 after 1, we promised the backstory on Troubadour senior Kira Hoffman, and here's Kelly.
It was an amazing summer for her last year, and in the worst way possible, but her comeback was what was really incredible. She spent 15 days in the ICU. They weren't really sure what had happened to her. She had to undergo several spinal taps to ward off viral meningitis once they figured it out. And then she was so out of it during her hospital stay, guys, she didn't recognize her own parents. But what was really incredible about this is she never contemplating stop playing basketball. She wanted to come back. She loves the game so much. She knew she had to start over and really start from scratch, and just great to see her back out there.
Thank you for sharing that, Kelly. Off the inbound, the quick shot is up and good by Tiana Watkins, who averages 14.5 points per game and had a dozen in the regional final win last Saturday.
Yeah, and not only a dozen points, but it was how efficient she got it done. She only missed 3 shots the entire game, 6 for 9 from the field. And she's a player, Tiana Watkins, who plays within herself. She never forces it. She never seems like she's in a rush. She always takes what the defense gives.
Julia Razzo just got called for a personal foul away from the basketball, the junior.
That's a pretty remarkable story about Hoffman.
And not even recognizing your parents.
Can you imagine that? That was only in July when she was in the hospital. That was not a long time ago.
Here's a steal. Tia Hay, the senior from Australia. First year in the States, and a blocked shot by Riley Richardson.
How about that? Closing the door on Tia Hay and then also recovering for the block.
Richardson, and she'll score. She had 5 first quarter points. Give her points 6 and 7 right there. Leading scorer either side.
She just showed off her entire repertoire there. She's not just an offensive player. She hustles on D. And then I already talked about her quickness and speed.
Yeah, ESPN has her rated as 46 on the top 100 girls recruits list.
There, she guarded 2 players at the same time and then get the ball up the court and get it to number 1. Not only is she quick, but she's also crafty. That, to me, Steve, that's the deadly combination right there, because there are certain players who are quick and fast, but they don't play under control. So when Riley Richardson blows by you, she can also stop under control with the floater. She's got a jumper. She can finish at the rim. That's why she's so tough to defend.
Playing in back-to-back title games. It didn't go the way Brea Olinda wanted it to go last year. They got an offensive rebound, and that is going to fall there for Chrislyn Marsh, who's done a nice job on the glass.
Both Marsh and Watkins are doing big-time damage. St. Francis, defensively, they're in a zone. They need to mark those girls and get them out of the lane.
And a scrum underneath. There's going to be a tie-up, and the possession arrow is going to point toward Brea Olinda, and the Wildcats will have possession. Remember, last year they played in the Division III title game, and they lost to Bishop O'Dowd last year. 9-time state champs, and no girls team has won more. The only other team, as a matter of fact, the only other school to win more would be the Mater Dei boys, who are sitting on 11 championships, and it's kind of odd to be in Sacramento without either the Mater Dei boys or girls here.
I was thinking that very same thing. When's the last time neither boys or girls Mater Dei Monarchs were represented? I can't remember a time.
Here's a shot from the outside by Jackie Korwitz. Yeah, I feel like we're almost calling like the Oregon State Championships or something. No Monarchs around on either side. And we only had the Monarch women in the regional title. The boys didn't make it there. There's a travel, and so it's going back over to St. Francis. Shows you how everyone's been able to close the gaps, and public schools, and Brea Olinda is one of them. They've got an opportunity here this weekend, had an opportunity coming in to win 11 state championships. And they did pick up one in the game prior with Manteca boys getting the win in Division III. And Northern California so far a sweep of the first 4 games here on championship weekend.
And head coach Victor Pidden trying to change the mind of the official. And if it happened, it would be the first time I've ever seen that in my entire career.
That's a tremendous pass inside. Irene Jarrett with the assist.
How about the vision by Jarrett? But I'm a little bit confused, Steve, on how, if you're playing 2-3 zone, that you don't understand where number 1 in green is at all times. I mean, she's the only player you can't lose, and she's going to get 2 more here off the steal.
That is one Division I player pulling away from another. That's Richardson, Arizona State bound, pulling away from Tia Hay, who's Colorado State bound. Timeout on the floor.
And Richardson just inexplicably finds a gap in the back of the zone. And then Tia Hayes, she's really struggled. That time it's her pass that gets picked off. Well, we lit off the show with Tia, and they need her to step up. And she's a walking triple-double at the girls' level, one of the best point guards in the state. And you wouldn't know by watching her right now. There she goes.
Got a good screen up top, which freed her to get a good look at the bucket there. Richardson has 11 points in 11 minutes, and Hay has 5 points in 10 minutes. Coming up on 4.5 to go here. Quarter number 2, the girls' Division I state championship. That shot is short. Corwitz. Well, we haven't heard Lauren Craig's name much, especially offensively. She does have a block.
They got her the ball in the very first possession of the game. She turned it over, stepping on the baseline, I believe. But you're right. That's the last time I've seen her get deep position.
And Hay misfires from the outside. And there's an offensive board. And right on cue, Lauren Craig puts it back. And by the way, that was her first field goal opportunity of the basketball game.
Well, they're going to need some easy opportunities. I think this is Jackie Corwitz, number 14, who gets this rebound.
My bad.
Yeah. And Jackie is one of 5 freshmen on the roster, and she made the team after tryouts. And they've given a nickname to every class at St. Francis has a nickname or a mascot, and the freshman class is called the Thumpers. So she's one of 5 Thumpers on this team. And she could play.
And you know why we know that? Because St. Francis has the best sports information director anywhere in high school basketball. And that is Stephen Schaff, who bear down as a Wildcat, class of 92.
Oh, boy.
But cut his teeth at NAU.
Lumberjacks. Okay, Lumberjacks to Wildcats. All right. I hear you. But no, you're right, though, that for us as broadcasters, it's difficult sometimes to find information on high school teams, but there was a plethora of info out there on the St. Francis Troubadours.
Making their second ever state championship appearance. They won in 1993 at the Division III level. That title came in Oakland, and Dave Parsh was the head coach back then. 23 years ago. Time flies.
It really does, man. I just turned 35 last week. Are you serious?
Yeah, happy birthday. We celebrated
That's
during
right.
the regional finals. That was nice. The girls came down with your lovely wife.
Oh, 3-ball in transition. That was a quick trigger.
That was Fairbrook, a junior who averages 11.5 points per game, but she's been much better in regional play here. She's up scoring about 17 points per game, the junior guard, but can't get it to go down. Got a break in the action. 3:35 to go, second quarter. Girls Division I championship game. Brea has a 12-point lead on St. Francis.
Sir, you're under arrest.
This man just blew a .12 on the breathalyzer. That's over the legal limit. Hi, I'm attorney Darren Kavanoki, founder of 1-800-NO-CUFFS. Our DUI defense system has over 58 ways to fight breath and blood tests, so there is hope. If you're ever in handcuffs, call 1-800-NO-CUFFS. Call now and we can stop the DMV from automatically suspending your license. Call 1-800-NO-CUFFS.
It's a second phone number for your phone. Works just like your first number. And it uses your cell carrier, so it just works, and it's free to download. And that's the whole ad.
You're always on the go. And Time Warner Cable Sportsnet is right there with you. Just download the TWC Sportsnet app or go to twcsportsnet.com/live and find your TV provider to log in. Then you can access Lakers basketball virtually anywhere you go. Don't miss a moment of the action. Plus, catch all your favorite shows and so much more. Start streaming Time Warner Cable Sportsnet live today, included free with your TV subscription.
It's a 12-point advantage over St. Francis, and they're playing in back-to-back title games. Last year's Division III girls final, Riley Richardson had a game-high 19 points for Brea Olinda, but not enough. Kansas commit Asia Robertson led the way for Bishop O'Dowd, scoring 12 of the Dragons' first 16 points after halftime, and Bishop O'Dowd pulled away to win 55-40. And with such great championship pedigree there, you don't see Brea Olinda lose by 15 in the championship game.
Look, I watched that game, and the Bishop O'Dowd Dragons were just way too strong. They outscored Brea 15 points in the second half alone. That game was tied. And when it was going back and forth, and they just blew it open. But the Lady Cats made it back. Let's give them some credit. They're back here tonight for their 13th appearance in a state title game, looking to extend their record of 9 California state championships. This is a young team. I mean, I mentioned before, Riley Richardson is their only senior that plays significant minutes. The rest of them are freshmen and sophomores.
Janae Fuamatu picked up the foul. She's one of the sophomores on this team. She saves it from going out of bounds, or at least we thought so, and she wound up stepping out of bounds in front of her bench.
They have 13 freshmen or sophomores on their roster. That's more than any team that's here competing for a state championship on both boys or girls.
Got to get them into the program early so they don't go to Troy, which is like one exit down, right? I think it's Troy's off of Yorba Linda Boulevard. And Brea, you got to get off on Imperial Highway. Open 3. And that is Lauren Craig, and that is her first field goal attempt of the game. Hey, missed off the back of the rim. Backboard. Riley Richardson, the head fake.
I'm surprised that Lauren Craig let one fly from 3. She's only made 6 3-point shots on the year. It's not what she does. That was a travel.
They get into the middle of the zone and kick it out. And Richardson for 3, right wing.
She can do it all, man. And again, I'm not sure how Richardson is able to just step into a corner 3 unguarded. And she's clearly brought her A game today. I mean, beforehand, you knew that she was the #1 scoring option for Brea, and then she comes out on fire, and I don't feel like St. Francis has made the adjustment.
And she's got another assist as she fires it down the floor and connects with Tiana Watkins.
You know, Watkins is impressive. I like her motor, right? That's a word that we use often to describe forwards in the game of basketball. We want our forwards to be high motor, running rim to rim, never stop, always crashing the glass, and that's what Watkins has shown thus far.
Hay made the pass. It skipped right past its intended target, and it was picked up by Horowitz, and she took an extra step.
How about the ball movement? Get the ball inside, bring it outside, and that's the reason why Riley Richardson was able to step into that 3. And how about the vision, the full court pass? My goodness, they're getting everything they want right now. And St. Francis needs to dig in. They need to show a little bit more toughness before this game gets out of hand.
Richardson has 14 points, 5 rebounds, a block shot, a steal, and 2 assists. And she's been on the floor for 14 minutes. She's scoring a point a minute.
Well, the boys game that we just had, Kenny Wooten for Manteca just completely dominated that game from tip to buzzer, and that's how it's looking like right now. I know we have a lot of basketball left, but right now this game is being completely controlled by #1 in green.
17-point lead as they try and close in on their first state championship since 09, their 10th in school history. Stockton St. Mary's, had they not got upset, would have had an opportunity here to perhaps tie them at 9, but for at least one more year, Brea will stay out in front. And they'll have a cushion as well if they can get it done here today. Empty possession there. Hay back the other way and slows it up. Deep 3 taken.
That was an NBA 3 again, Steve. I've seen it in every game we've covered here. There you go. There's a high school 3.
Yep, and it's Fairbrook again, and she misses twice on that possession.
Look, Fairbrook had 4 3-point shots just a week ago in the NorCal final. She is their marksman from deep. So whenever she's open and available, she needs to continue to shoot the ball. I hate to see high school players shoot from the NBA line of purple. There's no need for it at all. I think it just messes with your mind.
Into the middle of the zone, yep. And a left-handed baseline shot is good. A little help from the rim there for Irene Jarrett, the sophomore, at 6 points in the regional final. Hay from half court will count if it goes. And it goes off the top of the backboard. And what a first half for the Brea Olinda girls, the 9-time state champs. They haven't won one, though, in this decade, but they've got a comfortable lead here of 31-12 over St. Francis out of Sacramento. Let's check in with Kelly.
Thanks, guys. Coach, how are you able to get in a rhythm and pull ahead so far in this first half?
I don't think we're in a rhythm. Defensively, we're playing okay, which is our goal. I think offensively, we're not in a rhythm, and we're not moving the ball very well. So the only way when you're awkward on offense is to apply the pressure defensively and try to get some easy baskets, which is what we've been able to do.
What do you like about what you've been able to do against Tia Hay and containing her?
We're bringing a lot of help. We're pushing her to where we can, which is left. She's very, very good. You cannot defend her with one kid, so we're pushing left. We're hedging off on her drives. And, we're focusing a lot of attention there and bringing early help on her.
Thanks so much, Coach. Good luck. Guys.
Thanks, Kelly. Appreciate that. Riley Richardson is 6 of 10 from the floor, 14 points, 5 rebounds, and a 19-point lead at the half for the Brea Olinda Lady Cats in their 13th state title appearance.